How can you always know that you're making the best decision, the most aligned choice for your soul, for your path? And how can you always avoid making the wrong decision, the most misaligned choice? That's what today's video is about. You're really going to love this trick. It is so simple, so easy to use. You're going to be able to do it literally within seconds. And one of the best things about it is it doesn't matter how you're feeling. You could be feeling amazing. You could be feeling like shit. You could be feeling dense and congested inside yourself. It will still work. And you're going to see proof right away that this is actually accurate. All right. It's just a really cool way that our brains and our minds are actually wired and designed. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video. And if you don't already know, my name is David Lyon, creator of Living Magic and Opening the Channel. And I'm all about supporting you on your path of spiritual growth, ascension, and magical abilities. All right. So let's jump right into the video. So how can you always know that you're making the best decision? Well, it's very simple. All I want you to do to start is I want you to think of a time in your life where you know without a shadow of a doubt that you made an aligned decision. Okay? Think about it. Imagine a time where you made a really good, a really aligned decision. And it might be something like choosing to go to someone's birthday that maybe you weren't going to make it, or choosing to brush your teeth in the morning, or choosing to take a certain leap of faith. Just think about it. Okay. And once you got it, what I want you to do as you're imagining it is I want you to notice where that image pops up for you in your mental space and point to it. Okay. For me, that's right over here. When I imagine, oh, it was a really good decision for me to go show up for my mom's birthday. You could already see where my eyes are looking. Right over here. This is a good decision. Notice how close the image is, and it's going to be different for everyone. For you, it might be right in front of you. It might be on the bottom. It could be anywhere. But you're discovering the way that you're wired. So notice where that image is. Once you got it, acknowledge it, and then let it go. Go back to a neutral state. Clear your mind. Think of your phone number backwards. You don't actually have to do it. It's just a way to clear your mind. Okay? And now, what I want you to do is I want you to think of a time that you made a misaligned decision that wasn't the best choice, or that you might consider a bad decision. Okay, think about it. Now, it might be a time that you decided to date a certain person where you knew in your gut, you knew in your intuition, it wasn't the right choice to go in that direction. Or it might have been to I don't know, what other bad decisions could there be? Those are usually good ones. Not dating the right person, not listening to your intuition, deciding to eat a whole cake to yourself. I don't know. Whatever the thing is for you, think about it and notice where it is. Got it? Now, I'm willing to bet you anything that image shows up in a different space. You know, for me, it shows up right over here. And, you know, what I was thinking about was making the choice to see someone that went against my intuition, but I just really wanted to and tried anyway. And for me, that image shows up right over here. So for me, it's a complete opposite spot. And you can also notice the difference in texture, the difference in feeling when you're thinking of the good decision and the not so good decision. Okay, so point to where your bad decision is. I'm just going to say bad decision for now. And notice where it pops up for you. This is how your mind is showing you, your consciousness is showing you where you place your most aligned decisions and your least aligned decisions. So now how do you use this moving forward? Well, now what I want you to do is I want you to think of a decision that you're thinking about making that perhaps you're unsure of. Think of whatever it is. Think of whatever decision that you're thinking about making. Maybe it's a certain leap of faith. Maybe it's to start creating a certain something, a certain project. Maybe it's to express yourself in a certain way. But as you're thinking about that decision, notice where it shows up. Does it show up in your good decision spot or in your bad decision spot? Because the good thing is, the good news is our consciousness is not subject to time. And what I mean by that is that we exist in the now. The only time that exists is now. And so whether you're thinking of a good decision in the past or in the future, to your consciousness, it's all the same. It's going to show up in the now as what is the highest path for you and what is not the highest path for you. And you could try this over and over again with different things. And eventually what you'll start to notice as you think of the good decisions and the not so good decisions is you're going to notice that there's a certain feeling, there's a certain sensation when this decision shows up. Even if there's a little bit of fear, there's a certain sensation. And there's a certain sensation when this image shows up, okay? Now, the really cool thing with this is you don't even have to consciously do this every time you're about to make a decision. In the beginning, you will, but it's going to become a lot like tying your shoes. So what happens is, as you're moving through your day, as you're moving through your life, when you think of the good decisions and you're noticing where they're going, and then you consciously choose to act on them and say yes to this one, and vice versa, whenever these decisions come up, regardless of what your mind or emotions might be telling you, when you see this one show up and you notice that sensation and then you consciously choose to say no to them, after doing it enough times, your subconscious is going to get the idea of like, oh, I get it. My person is wanting to say no to these all the time and wanting to say yes to these all the time. And so a lot like when you learn to tie your shoe in the beginning, at first you have to like concentrate and do it deliberately, but then it becomes automatic. You just go, right? And so you'll just find yourself after a few days of doing this, not even needing to use the trick. You're just going to know immediately the feeling of the sensation. You're going to notice unconsciously where you're looking, and you'll be able to act on it instantly and effortlessly. How dope is that, right? So that's my trick for you for today. If you like this video, please go ahead and share it so that more people can benefit. And let me know down in the comments below how this went for you. All right. As always, I'm sending you guys lots of love, and we'll talk more soon. Peace.